Imagine waking up to the news that a currency you've been watching, perhaps even holding for years, has just shattered all expectations and exploded in value overnight. The screens of forex traders are flashing a number so unbelievable it seems like a glitch. This is not a drill, and this is not a speculative rumor from a fringe forum. We are talking about a tangible, seismic shift in the global financial landscape that is, as we speak, placing the Iraqi Dinar and the Vietnamese Dong squarely in the spotlight of the world's most powerful economic institutions. The long-awaited, heavily debated revaluation event, what many in the community call the RV, appears to be moving from the shadows of possibility into the harsh, brilliant light of reality. For decades, these currencies have been subjects of intense speculation, often met with skepticism from mainstream financial analysts who dismissed the potential for such a dramatic upward trajectory. But what we are witnessing in early 2025 is a phenomenon that cannot be ignored, a perfect storm of geopolitical, economic, and strategic factors converging to create an unprecedented uplift in value for both the IQD and the VND. This isn't just a minor percentage increase. We are looking at historic highs that are redefining the very perception of these currencies on the world stage. The data streaming in from multiple international exchanges confirms a bullish trend of monumental proportions, a surge so powerful it is drawing comparisons to the revaluation of major currencies, following pivotal moments in world history. So what has triggered this monumental shift? The catalysts are as complex as they are compelling. For Iraq, the journey has been one of immense struggle and gradual hard-won progress. The nation has tirelessly worked to move beyond its conflict-ridden past and the economic instability that came with it. Key to this has been a relentless focus on stabilizing its political infrastructure and, most importantly, securing its economic sovereignty. Recent agreements with international bodies and powerful neighboring countries have finally paved the way for Iraq to be unshackled from the financial protocols that have historically suppressed the dinar's true potential. We are seeing the concrete results of new oil and gas legislation that allows Iraq to broker deals directly on its own terms, bringing unprecedented revenue into the country. Furthermore, massive infrastructure projects funded by international investment are transforming the nation's physical and economic landscape, creating a diversified economy that is no longer solely dependent on crude oil. This tangible on-the-ground progress is translating directly into international confidence, and confidence is the most valuable currency of all. This newfound trust is compelling central banks and sovereign wealth funds to reassess their portfolios, adding the dinar as a legitimate high-growth asset. Simultaneously, the story of the Vietnamese Dong is a masterclass in economic ascendance. Vietnam has positioned itself as a global manufacturing hub, a strategic alternative in the shifting tides of global trade, attracting billions in foreign direct investment. Its tech sector is booming, its middle class is expanding at an explosive rate, and its government has implemented fiscally prudent policies that have bolstered the Dong's stability, and now, its strength. The synergy between these two nations' successes is creating a ripple effect, proving that emerging market currencies are no longer just a speculative gamble, but are becoming foundational pillars of the new global economic order. Let's delve deeper into the mechanics of this surge, because understanding the how is just as crucial as celebrating the what. The velocity of this appreciation is being fueled by a powerful feedback loop of institutional investment, retail trader frenzy, and fundamental economic indicators all aligning in a rare harmonic convergence. For the Iraqi dinar, the cornerstone of this movement is the long-anticipated move away from a program rate, a fixed, artificial value maintained for stability, to a fully market-driven floating exchange rate. This transition, which many of you have followed for years, is finally happening, and the market is responding with voracious demand. As the news broke that Iraq had successfully met the final prerequisites for this shift, including stringent anti-money laundering protocols and transparent financial reporting standards, a wave of buying pressure swept across the globe. Institutional investors, the so-called smart money, began accumulating massive positions in IQD, anticipating a long-term appreciation cycle. This wasn't a speculative pump and dump. This was a strategic allocation based on a reassessment of Iraq's intrinsic value. Think about the nation's vast, largely untapped natural resources beyond oil. immense reserves of phosphate, sulfur, and agricultural potential. The world is now pricing in this future potential. Similarly, the Vietnamese Dong's rise is a direct report card on the nation's phenomenal economic health. With GDP growth consistently ranking among the highest in the world, inflation firmly under control, and exports continuing to break records, the Dong is being re-rated by credit agencies and international financial institutions. A key driver often overlooked is the sheer volume of remittances flowing into Vietnam from its vast diaspora, which provides a constant, robust source of foreign currency, strengthening the Dong's foundation. This creates a virtuous cycle. A stronger currency makes it cheaper to import essential goods and technology, which in turn fuels further domestic growth and controls inflation, making the currency even stronger. The psychological impact on the global stage cannot be overstated. For years, the narrative around the dinar and dong was one of caution and what if. That narrative has now irrevocably shifted to what now. This psychological shift is as powerful as any economic indicator. It changes investor behavior, it changes government policy, and it changes the global pecking order of currencies. The chatter in financial circles is no longer about if a revaluation will happen, but about how high the ceiling truly is. Analysts are scrambling to adjust their forecasts, with previous conservative estimates being rendered obsolete within days. The volatility we are seeing is natural. It is the market digesting this new reality and finding a true equilibrium price, which appears to be significantly higher than anyone in the mainstream predicted just a few months ago. This is a classic case of a paradigm shift, where old models fail and new ones are born. The individuals who understood the underlying fundamentals, who saw the progress in Iraq beyond the headlines and recognized Vietnam's strategic rise, are now witnessing the tangible fruits of that foresight. This is not luck. This is the result of a global economic recalibration that has been decades in the making. So where do we go from here? The landscape has been permanently altered, and the opportunities, as well as the risks, are more pronounced than ever. The historic highs we are seeing for the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong are not the final destination. They are a powerful signal of the beginning of a new chapter. For investors and observers, this is a critical moment to move beyond the excitement of the surge and develop a nuanced, strategic understanding of the road ahead. The potential for life-changing wealth is a very real topic of discussion, but it must be tempered with a clear-eyed view of the new challenges that come with a revalued currency. For Iraq, the immediate future will involve navigating the complexities of its newfound strength. A stronger dinar will make Iraqi oil more expensive on the global market, which could impact revenue in the short term, unless production is scaled strategically. The government will need to be incredibly adept at managing this transition, ensuring that the wealth generated from the revaluation is invested back into the nation's infrastructure, education, and healthcare to create a sustainable, prosperous future for all its citizens. The eyes of the world will be watching to see if Iraq can avoid the resource curse that has plagued other nations, and instead use this financial windfall to build a diversified, resilient economy for the 21st century. For Vietnam, the challenge is different but equally profound. A stronger dong could make its exports slightly more expensive, so the focus will need to shift even more towards high-value manufacturing, innovation, and services to maintain its competitive edge. The government's proven track record of prudent economic management suggests they are more than capable of steering the ship through these waters. For you, the global citizen and potential investor, this evolving story demands vigilance and continuous education. The days of passively waiting are over. Now is the time to actively monitor official announcements from the Central Bank of Iraq and the State Bank of Vietnam. Now is the time to follow credible financial news sources that provide on-the-ground reporting, not just speculative commentary. You must learn to distinguish between factual data and the hype that will inevitably swirl around an event of this magnitude. Understand the difference between a floating exchange rate and the old program rate. Research the impact of special drawing rights (SDRs) and how Iraq's potential inclusion in international baskets could further solidify the dinar's gains. For the dong, study the trends in foreign direct investment and the government's policies on digital transformation and green energy. Your financial literacy is your most powerful asset in this new environment. This is more than just a currency update. It is a live case study in global economics, a testament to how national perseverance and strategic policy can rewrite a country's destiny. The massive 2025 shakeup is real, and its repercussions will be felt for years to come. This is your chance to be not just a spectator, but an informed participant in one of the most remarkable financial stories of our generation. The information is out there, the momentum is building, and the future is being written right now. Don't just watch it happen. Understand it, engage with it, and prepare for the opportunities it presents. If this breakdown has provided you with value, with a clearer picture of this complex and fast-moving situation, then do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more fast, factual, and easy-to-understand updates, and most importantly, share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you believe is the single biggest factor driving this change? And what are you most focused on as we move forward in this new financial landscape? Let's get a conversation going. Your perspective is valuable. Thanks for watching, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.